Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my blimp. There's not an easy way in here. I had to break the glass. But that's okay. Today we have quite an interesting episode that we're going to be working on. Over there, right next to the creeper farm, we're going to be building a brand new building. But not just any building. It's also going to have a sugarcane farm. Of course, that beautiful blimp behind me is not the only thing we built last episode. We also built a copper golem sorting system in here. They are hard at work. I've got this many shulker boxes for them to clear out, and it seems like they're working as hard as they can. Let's see if I can fly out the same way I came in. I can. I'm the best. We are going to be building over here. Now, we're not going to get the whole thing done because I've learned from my previous videos, I don't want to spend another month or so on it. So we're going to start here with this building, and there's a little connector building that goes here. And yeah, there's going to be a sugarcane farm in there. It's going to be really cool. Very good. Of course, we do have to dig this down because all of this stuff is built at that level and not this level, so that's going to be interesting. There's also probably going to have to be a staircase there, which is good because verticality is nice, I think. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get started. I got my beacon set up, I'm ready to go. But while I have your attention, if you wouldn't care to like, comment, subscribe, I don't know, do all those things, maybe ding the bell, it would help me out a lot and I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that, get all this cleared, and then I'll be back with you all. That's done. I also started laying out just a little bit of the layout, I suppose. We're gonna go ahead and get our road in here. This is also something I'm gonna put down this moss real quick. You'll see once we actually get to building over here. I just wanted to put that down since I was already putting down green stuff. You understand. And then we can take this. I'm actually very, very happy with the way that all this has turned out in creative mode. I'm hoping it turns out just as good in survival. And we also gotta build these up. It is a really satisfying process going from creative mode to the survival world. And I'm really excited to be filling in this gap. There is, of course, that giant gap over there. That'll be next. I actually was going to design all of that in one day, and then I had other things to do. I do have a really cool design for these, aside from just this. I actually stole this design from somebody, somewhere. We're gonna get the resin and like dot it all over these. I mean, it's not gonna be on every single one, but it's gonna be dotted on these. It's gonna look like berries or something. It's gonna be cool. It looks good in creative, so I'm excited to do that. And I did find, like I said, that pale oak forest over there somewhere. So I gotta figure out a resin farm. Okay, that looks so much better already. Come on. Come on. You gotta subscribe for that type of improvement, right? We went from ugly wall to this beautiful stone retainer wall with bushes planted on it. I mean, I'm the best, clearly. I don't really have a floor plan for in here, so I think I'll just use spruce wood because that's really easy to get a lot of. I don't have any on me, but I'm gonna go get some and I'm gonna put it in, and then I'll be with you guys again for other things like time-lapsing, perhaps. The wood is now in place. I guess that the next thing to do is to get started building. I'll probably build both the buildings like at the same time just because it'll be easier to do it layer by layer. So hope you guys are ready. It's time-lapse time. This probably isn't the best angle to start this clip from, but I'm up here. You may be saying, where are you right now? Well, I'm in here, in the top of the tower. Didn't you know there was a hole up here? Or 4 to be precise. This was actually one of my original ideas for this tower, was to put holes in here just so I can fly through it, because it seemed like fun. And it is very fun. I decided to just put these in here while I was in between stuff, perhaps in the middle of the time lapse, so maybe not the best use of my time, but that's okay. You can't really tell too much, which I was kind of worried to be able to tell really badly, but like, you can't really tell. And it gives like a really cool place for me to come and sit. You know, I can sit here and look at the church, I can look at the tops of those buildings, I can look at the Pantheon, which is looking pretty cool from here. I can look at the blimp, the beautiful hippie blimp, which I do have some more ideas for balloons. The gradient, it's not really even a gradient, but these colors that I used on this I think would look really good for the inside of a sunflower, like the yellow part of a sunflower. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that, like a sunflower balloon. I think that'd be fun. Anyways, enough about that. We're here now. I think this is looking pretty cool. It's kind of a vibe to be walking down here. This building turned out pretty cool as well. It's like, you know, really dark wood. We haven't really done any builds like this in this area, so I think it turned out pretty cool. Look at this enormous space. I still need to eventually fill in all that ceiling, and then this is going to be like, basically like this, but it'll be a shorter gap in the middle. I don't know. I don't really have any plans for this side just yet, but for this side, we are of course going to be doing that sugarcane farm. It's going to be going here. Bad news about the creeper farm. Not that it isn't working well. I mean, it's working quite well. We've got a good amount of stuff just in these top chests, which is kind of the last place they should be going. Yeah, it's working pretty good. The issue is that we've had some casualties. And as a result of these casualties, it's not working as efficiently. And also I've been seeing certain like skeletons and stuff spawn on these. So that's not good. That's on me. That is not on the original creator of the farm. So if you built it exactly like me, I'm sorry, but that's gonna happen to you as well. Okay, I should have everything that I need now. I hope. If not, you guys don't. It doesn't bother you guys at all. You know, I'm the one that has to spend all the time gathering the materials and everything. It's fine. I'm just gonna get started. We're gonna do it time-lapse style because I like my time lapses. And you guys could just kick back and enjoy. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that time lapse. It's been a little bit since then. About an hour, maybe. I've been hard at work beautifying, not this room, but the creeper farm room. So I'm going to show you guys that after I show you the sugarcane farm. Kind of get a peek into it over there. It's a pretty standard farm. I went with mud just because I felt like that looked better than dirt. I wanted to use sand, but sand just doesn't, it doesn't float, obviously. So I found out you can place it on mud, which is pretty cool. This is 6 wide. I believe there's 42 pistons and 42 observers. So there should be 42 lengths of sugarcane growing. And hopefully it'll be pretty efficient. This is what we've gotten in just that little bit of time. I mean, it's not the best, but again, this will be loaded quite often. So not bad. Yeah, 36, a little over half a stack. That's pretty good. I mean, it'll be a little slow, and there's probably some loss that will happen, but I'm happy with it. Now we get to go over here. Brace yourselves. This isn't really anything too special. I think it looks pretty nice. It's very much something that I would build. This is pretty much like, if I don't have an exact design style in mind, I just do a bunch of spruce wood. So that's what we got here. We got a whole bunch of spruce wood. Forgot these. That's some spruce wood. Since we don't really need to access in there, I just kind of, you know, blocked off some of the corners. Still haven't fixed the problems up there, but that's a problem for another day. But look, we still got one dying, so it's clearly still working well. I also didn't like these scaffolds, which I'll probably just go ahead and destroy them and replace them with these trap doors. They're just kind of not nice to use. I don't know. And they make the already claustrophobic space down there even worse. There we go. We have this nice little double staircase down here. A pretty decent, I tried my best, okay? We got, what is this? 2.5 blocks tall walkway. I mean, it's still really tight in here. I may expand outwards somehow. I'm not sure exactly how I would do that, but I don't know. I still need to replace some of these walls. You know what? We're gonna go crazy. I want to make some tier 3 rocks. What are they called? Flight duration 3. Yeah. So yeah, like over a stack and a half. That's pretty good. So the only other thing that I can think of with rockets is I would like to make one of those, what do you call them? You know, the shelf? Like, you can use it as an actual redstone block. I want to do that and have it just be stock full of rockets. And then, like, you can just right click on it and then it will, give you a stack of rockets or top up your stack, whatever. So that's an idea that I have. I don't know where I'll build it. I might build it over here, although it would be kind of neat if it was on the outside, but then I wouldn't really have a reason to go in except for crafting. I don't know. Let's try out one of these. That's a lot farther than the than the flight duration 2, that's for sure. Also, we've got a cool new little road we can fly down here. Look at this. High octane. Oh god. I forgot I put him there. I'm interested to know what you all think. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a good addition to our city here. It's our first, I mean, they're both kind of diagonal. This one's fully diagonal. That one has some diagonal bits. It's the first of their kind in the city, and not going to be the only ones over there. I have another completely diagonal one that's going to go over on the other side of the iron farm. I think it looks nice. But that is going to do it for today's episode. I really do hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, maybe make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm kind of out of ideas for farms at this point in time, so if you have any ideas, please do leave them in the comments below, especially if you have any ideas for ones that can go in this building here, this brick and yellow building. Like, if there's anything that would go well with rockets, that would be kind of cool. I have no idea how I'm going to get the thumbnail for this episode, but I will figure that out on my own. And speaking of episodes, I will see all of you in the next one, hopefully. But until then, happy gaming, and God bless.